Gaffer, defeat here at Boundary Park. How would you sum that one up?
It was an evening, I think, where they just did the basics better than us tonight. They put the balls in sort of positive areas and got behind it, and we never really dealt with that constant pressure, if you like. We didn't manage to sort of put the ball into them sort of areas enough for ourselves to give us a foothold in the game. It was a frustrating night because from a game plan point of view we didn't really get going, and credit to them, obviously a top team in the division, and just didn't they showed us a lot of respect tonight. They knew they were in for a tough game and put us on the back foot from the first whistle, and you say all of that. We had probably the two best chances of the first half, and they have a set play in a corner, gets across the near post and ends up in the back of our net. So yeah, disappointing because probably didn't fulfil the game plan, and didn't put the performances in some basic moments which probably turned the game and overall on the night.
In terms of team performance, where does that rank in your sort of rating of standards?
Look, the lads gave everything. We know it's been busy. We know we've had a lot of games. We know it's an away game, and we wanted to try and turn the situation and act a little bit more like the home game tonight and put the pressure on them and try to sort of install a bit of our behaviours on them early on. But we never got into it. We never got a foothold to be able to do that. So it's disappointing, but there's a strong opposition. So in terms of your question, it's an away performance that can happen, and they scored goals at good times, and we didn't have the answers.
Yeah, Niall left the pitch with an injury. Firstly, do we have an update on him?
No, other than that, for Niall to come off the pitch, you know that it's going to be not a pretty one, and just our injuries and how that's gone for us this season. It just, you feel like we're just kind of getting ahead, and the squad kind of comes together, and then another setback, and we hope that it's not too serious. He's got a bit of pain in his lower hamstring and the outside of his right knee, but discussing it with him, he sort of left the pitch and came onto the Astro, and his body weight went through his knee, and there's a bit of pain there. So mostly of it is precautionary, but he never felt that he could continue, which is always a concern.
Yeah, we had a few absentees tonight in the first place. You mentioned that there. It just feels like you can't catch a break, I'm sure.
It definitely means it's frustrating, and it definitely means that it's difficult to keep positive when we've put ourselves in such a good position with the squad that's been so varied for different reasons, and the injury list is big, and obviously not having our captain here with us tonight and Quiggs for a bit of physicality. It just feels like we're against it at the minute. But like I said to the team, we are a group that are growing. We're a group that want to get better. And we know that a defeat at Oldham is not anything to be ashamed of. They gave us a lot of respect tonight, and it just means that we don't make any ground on them, and we've got 9 games left to continue our way and continue our behaviours and pick up as many points as we can and see where we go.
Yeah, I feel like I need to ask you about the obviously red card incident. Have you had a chance to see it back? Do you have any opinions on it?
I saw the action and I saw him go back, and I can see why the ref gave a red card. I can see why he did it, but I also know that he's not trying to make contact. It's not a blatant kick to the face, is how it's been described. So, look, we'll look at it. I think the video will be a clear, will give us a clear picture of it. And I understand you see it through your own eyes, and obviously he's one of ours and probably got a different opinion on it than what they had. But it's right by the referee, right by the linesman, right by the bench. You know what the reaction's going to be. The ref could have maybe made a different decision then, and I think during the game there was some decisions that I don't agree with. So I'll hold fire on my comments on that one until we see it again. But like I say, I don't think it was a violent contact, that's for sure. But we'll have a look.
And a word on the supporters who made the trip, obviously, to Greater Manchester on a Tuesday night with work probably tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we went over to say thank you, and it's nice to see them stay behind to give us a bit of appreciation for the efforts tonight. It's just a shame that we couldn't have left them with at least a point to go home with. And I don't think there was much in the game. When we look at the game, we take our chances, take their chances. It wasn't like two goalkeepers making saves left, right and centre. It was a bit more of a territorial game, if you like, and they were putting the ball deep and getting behind it and suppressing us a little bit. Like I say, in the end, they took their chance in front of goal and we didn't.
And just finally, obviously, back on the road against Wealdstone on the weekend. What's the plan? How will the lads prepare for this one?
Well, dust ourselves off. I mean, like I said, it's no disgrace to lose at Oldham, and we're off to Wealdstone, which will be another tough test. And they're searching for points. We went there last year. It's not an environment that is of this stadium. So you've got to get yourself mentally prepared. So it's a different game for us. And I said to the team in there, we don't drop our standards, don't drop our behaviours, and obviously if we do, we won't deserve anything. So let's get this travel out of the way, let's get tomorrow out of the way and turn up ready to prepare ourselves for another game at the weekend.
Cheers, Gaffer.
Thank you.